The Youth Vote. Excerpts from the 16th National Youth Parliament. Shanta Seepersad, Member for Arima, Minister of Education, student, University of the West Indies, St. Augustine Campus.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it is indeed my honor and privilege to speak on this motion here today. This government will prove that this motion brought by the opposition is baseless, hollow, frivolous, and senseless. Madam Speaker, this government has been the main driver of educational advancement in this country. Our 2018-2019 budget allocation is $7.4 billion. So, Madam Speaker, I have a study here from the National Institute on Drug Abuse done on students between the ages of 16 and 19 years old. And it concluded that heavy marijuana use, which is smoking marijuana for 15 out of 30 days, has had a significant impact on students' ability to learn, remember what they have learned, and function in society. The study states that students were getting lower grades and becoming less likely to graduate than those who did not use marijuana. They had significantly impaired skills related to attention, memory, and learning, even after not using marijuana for 24 hours. Madam Speaker, why should we, the government, spend billions of dollars on education and our students, our youth, are likely to fall behind on the norm of getting a good education and getting a good job? Now, what happens? These persons turn to the life of crime, and it is we, the government, who has to deal with the problems, not the opposition. Now, the opposition will come with their bogus studies and mama guide this house that marijuana is good for learning, good for remembering. But should we take that risk? Should we risk our youth, the future of our nation?
Madam Speaker, Standing Order 48.6, the member has said that we come here with our bogus studies.
I agree with the member.
I apologize and I retract my statement. Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, the opposition may speak on studies and they get it out of thin air. I've heard members stating a study, but you don't know from where. They brought this motion here, but have they considered the implications of this motion? They're speaking about decriminalizing for medicinal use, but have they asked if our doctors in our hospitals are trained to prescribe marijuana for patients? Or are we going to rely on bush doctors and herbalists like Trevor Sears to help us out? I have an article from the Economic Review in the United States, and it states that vehicular accidents have increased in areas where marijuana is decriminalized. You know what this led to? Auto insurance rates going up, namely in Colorado. Can we in Trinidad and Tobago afford if this happens to us? Madam Speaker, if you permit me, let me show you an article from the TNT Guardian, Saturday, 10th November, 2018, page A5, and the headline states, military weapons, drugs seized in Central. Now, I would like to congratulate the Commissioner of Police and his team for leading this bus. Marijuana with a street value of $1 million found. Now, if we decriminalize marijuana in the interim, would our suppliers be criminals? And I asked myself, why is the opposition supporting and fueling the business of criminals? I would also like to
Madam
ask...
Speaker, Standing Order 48.6, once again, the honourable member is imputed on the proper motive, saying that we are fueling the life of criminals.
I agree with the member. Member, you may continue.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Now I want to ask, why should we amend the legislation to release incarcerated persons? Let me share a quote on the rule of law. No man is punishable or can be lawfully made to suffer in body or goods except for the distinct breach of the law. Trinidad and Tobago follows the rule of law, with this constitution being held supreme. If persons decide to be lawless and break the law, let no one is above the law. Let them face the brunt of the law. If we bend the law for one, we have to bend it for all. As I conclude, let me leave you with a quote. Public policy is what a government chooses to do and not to do. This is according to Thomas Dye, and this government will not support this motion. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Youth Vote. Excerpts from the 16th National Youth Parliament.